4th down. So on now is the Miami punter, Matt Darr, to kick this one away. Returnable here from the 38. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Watkins alone on the left side. On 1st down, it's Taylor. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Good use of the pass there to pick up the 1st down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On 2nd down, Taylor. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. And here's our first look today at this offense.
And let's start with LaShawn Shady McCoy, their star running back. He can do everything. Run it inside, get to the perimeter, and, of course, catch it out of the backfield.
On 2nd down, here's Taylor. Taylor hit. He lost the football.
Plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. 3rd and long, it's Taylor. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. 4th down, here's Taylor. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. This one caught. Jordan Cameron. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And we take a look at the Bills' defense.
Whenever we talk about Zach Brown, the first thing that comes to mind is speed. He can absolutely fly at the linebacker position.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw is Tannehill. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And that one good for 16 yards and a first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a pitch out to Williams. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. It's a big run there by McCoy. 45 yards. The defense came out with a look that they had prepped for all week to attack. They took advantage, got the first down.
And the key words in there, prepped for all week. They really studied them, understood their tendencies, knew what they liked to do, and prepared their game plan accordingly. And, boy, the payoff was good.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. And they've got it here with a first down. And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. So McCoy adding to his yardage total in this one. Last year, 895 yards in his first season in Buffalo. Of course, he had Charles 4,000-yard years in Philadelphia.
And you know the man they call Shady wants to throw some shade at the Eagles for ever letting him go. He wants a big year in 2016.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. Flushed out right. Man open right side. It's the tight end Clay. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
They come out here in the eye. After the penalty, it's McCoy. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Let's go! Brad 38!
Taylor now off the bootleg. Escaping the pressure right. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And an alley to run. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal. And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out? The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down. See if they stay on the ground for second down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and they're going to face a third down. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he's got him. It's the tight end, Cameron. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Set, wide 20, wide 20, zero.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. And Cameron has it over the middle. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. in the red zone this time.
Right on this side, boys. Out on the left. Out on the left. Move. Bang. Wide 20.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Carlos Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
He may have had some offseason foot surgery, but that hasn't prevented Sammy Watkins from being Sammy Watkins, and that's special.
And when we see him before the game running the route tree, looked like the same Sammy Watkins to me that we saw a year ago.
Yeah, and I think he's going to just keep getting better and better. I love his explosiveness off the line of scrimmage as he starts his routes.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
One thing that you find out on a sweep play is the fortitude of the people running it. Because that is a run, and then there's some contact when you finally get to the edge. And those guys who can hold that point of attack and hold up on that contact, they create the plays that we just saw there. Really nice play by the defensive guys.
So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. We'll come back to Miami after this. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On second down, Taylor surveying the field, eluding the pressure right. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. That one good for 12 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, it's Taylor. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And now the passing game here in the second quarter is starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it, now the count.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go. What? 9. Ohio.
Shift together here from the D-line. To throw again is Taylor. Flush to his right. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Now you understand why part of Tyrod Taylor's nickname is mobile. He led the AFC quarterbacks in rushing in 2015, and anyone who thought that he couldn't beat him with his legs, they found out differently.
To throw is Taylor. Flushed out right. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Here we go. What? 9. Black round. Black round. Black round. Black round.
2nd and 10, it's Taylor again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Let's go. What? 9. What? 9. Black round. Black round.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Taylor. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. 4th down. Here's Taylor. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 2nd down, Williams. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in a low-scoring affair. 6-0 is our score. As we check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando, he's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on, catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And McCoy loses the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Give him 11 on the gain there, and the Bills are going to have a first down.
All right, I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. One man in the backfield. That's McCoy. Now Taylor. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. And he loses the football a 2nd time. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. 2nd down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run. So now a little soul-searching on 4th down. They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal.
Well, the hallmarks of their success this year, they've been fearless on 4th down, and they convert another one right here to move the chains.
Let's go.
1st and goal from the 8. Now McCoy, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now they'll throw with Taylor. And, oh, did he drop it? He dropped it in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Chris Culliver. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Another pistol look here. After the interception, here's Tannehill. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Second down now after the pass completion. On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game, and with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Bang! 380!
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And it's caught by Parker. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
6 yards to go here on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And caught by Cameron right side. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle? 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Fresh set of downs here. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. Jordan Cameron is tied in the intended receiver, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, This feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that load in the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So it'll be first down here after the run. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 22 yards on the pickup there. And it's first down, Miami. Really excellent job there, just going up and getting it.
Brandon, I'm a defender. I shouldn't be this excited, but what a play by the receiver downfield to elevate and make the catch.
On first down, it's Tannehill. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the fourth quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Right side complete. That's Woods. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
Let's go!
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Here we go! Flex round!
From the gun, it's Taylor. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Wide open receiver complete. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. That one goes for 36 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll put two receivers left, two to the right. Now Taylor, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former Bill, Kiko Alonso. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Second down following the run. They run it again with Williams. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Third and 4.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Stop right here. Set, 380.
Now Tannehill. And he's got him. It's the tight end Cameron. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards there on the pickup, and that's good for a Miami first down.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player. Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on third down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. Now Williams. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down. What a hard-fought, low-scoring game. A tough one to lose always, partner.
For the losing team, not beautiful. But for the winning team, that's almost textbook old-school football, and you know I loved it.
So for Miami, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll try again next week at home against New England.
the world where you and me, we show our hearts, yeah, entirely.